Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. Into the Houston Astros play the Chicago White Sox, trying to go out there and get a series win against the Chicago White Sox. Lance McCullers Jr. will be on the mound for the first time in 3 years since Game 3 of the World Series against the Philadelphia Phillies. Last time we really saw Lance McCullers Jr. pitch really well was actually against the Chicago White Sox team in the ALDS. He was amazing against the White Sox in the ALDS, and I want to say it was Game 1. It might have been Game 2 though for the Astros. And absolutely amazing, for the Astros in the last couple of years before his injury, but just last couple seasons has not been able to get back on the field. 2023 and 2024 missed both of those seasons, and has missed the first 30 games of this season, but is finally back today in May. And I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I don't know if I'm going to believe it until he makes that first pitch, but it's so great to see it. It's so great to see him back, actually. We've seen the AAA, and pitching in AA. We've seen spring training, but the real deal is happening. What a day for Houston sports, man. Lance McCullers Jr. back for the first time in 3 years, or almost 3 years, and you've got, the Rockets-Warriors Game 7. The Rockets have their chance of revenge against this Warriors team after what happened 8 years ago. We're just taking it back to the past with these Houston teams last year. I mean, talking about Lance pitching for the first time since 2022, and then the Rockets trying to get something, get some revenge from something that happened in 2017. Or 2018. 2017-18 season happened in 2018. But yeah, this is going to be a good game today. Not only Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound, things are going to be a lot different for him compared to the last time he was on this team. I mean, he's got some. Here's one thing. The guy is catching for him is somebody that he's never caught. Has never caught for him. Victor Caratini will be the catcher today, batting at the 5 spot. Yanner Diaz. I mean, neither Yanner Diaz or Caratini have caught for McCullers in the past. So that's something to consider. Like, it's not like Maldi was a guy that caught for, he when he was last on the Astros, you had guys like Maldi and Jason Castro as the catchers. It's not like any of the catchers on the team right now, Caratini or Diaz, or even Cesar Salazar, who's the next guy up on the AAA squad, have caught for Lance. I do think when Lance did make his his spring training start, that Caratini was his catcher, so there is some familiarity there for Lance. But Caratini will be his catcher. I mean, how about this? There's other things that have changed. I mean, Altuve is in left field. That is something that he did not see. Third base today will be, Mauricio Dubon. Dubon was on the team in 2022, I do believe. But I don't know if Dubon ever played third base for Lance in his starts. That was usually Alex Bregman. Isak getting his first day off today. The second base is Brendan Rodgers. That's something very new for Lance as well. So there's a lot of changes for Lance that defensively, the guys around him, the 7 guys behind him, and the one guy in front of him that he's going to be pitching to. So so it's going to be interesting. And then we can go over another one. Christian Walker at first base, something new for Lance. Yuli Gurriel is something he's really used to, but we'll see how Lance deals with the changes in the defense that this Astros team now has compared to the last time we saw him. Let's go over what his lineup looks like today. Before I go over it, Isak Paredes getting his first day off the season. Well, I mean, well-deserved for Isak. He's done a really good job, I think, defensively and offensively for the first 32 games of the season for the Houston Astros. And so, 31 or 32 games of the season. And he's really one of the only guys that hasn't got a day off. You look at some of the, Yordan Alvarez has got multiple days off. Altuve's got a day off. Christian Walker's got a day off. Yanner Diaz got a day off. Really, everybody else has had days off outside. I mean, the only guy that hasn't had a day off outside of the only guy that hasn't had a day off so far is Jeremy Pena, and I think that's a goal for him to play all 162. So you can't really count Jeremy Pena. He's a guy who wants to go play at 162. He wants to be in the lineup every day, wants to be out there defensively every day. So I imagine Pena won't get many off days this year. But speaking of Pena, he'll be at the leadoff spot at shortstop. Altuve will be in left field at the 2 spot. Christian Walker at the 3 spot for, I think, the first time this year, I want to say. I could be wrong, though. That's because Jordan Alvarez and Isak are not in the lineup today. Alvarez is still dealing with some hand issues, and Isak is obviously getting the day off. Yainer Diaz at DH at the 4 spot. And he definitely deserves to move up definitely deserves to move up after his last couple games. 2 for 5 yesterday. Amazing day the day before that. With a home run and an RBI double. Victor Caratini had a double yesterday. He'll be at the 5 spot at catcher. Zach DeZenzo is at the 6 spot in right field. Jake Myers was the heart and soul of the Astros offense yesterday. He's at 7 at center field. I didn't talk about in my post game that I wouldn't be surprised if Jake moved up in the lineup. When Jake gets hot like he did yesterday, Joe Espada usually decides to move him up in the lineup a little bit. Brandon Rogers is at second base and at the 8 spot. Mauricio Dubon is at third base in the 9 spot, and Lance McCullers Jr. is the pitcher on the mound. We'll see if the Astros go get a win and a series win with Lance McCullers Jr. on the mound today for the first time since 2022 in the World Series. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.